Cedar Rapids gears up to face a class action lawsuit over its speed cameras near the S-curve along Interstate 380. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Tiffany O'Donnell. Scott Sanborn is off tonight. The lawsuit comes just days after the Department of Transportation requested more information about a report the city submitted back in May justifying the camera's use. CBS 2 News reporter Kevin Barry live along I-380 with more details. Kevin.
Tiffany, as part of the Department of Transportation's review of that report, it asked the city for some more crash data, and it also sent them an email saying that some of the cameras might be too close to speed limit signs that decrease the speed limit. That last point was all that Gary Hughes needed to bring his lawsuit.
I don't think the enforcement of the traffic cameras operates within the constraints of state law, particularly the constitutionality of state law dealing with equal protection.
Gary moved ahead with his lawsuit when the city received an email from the Department of Transportation asking them to check the distances between signs that decrease the speed limit and the cameras. The DOT wants them to be 1,000 feet apart. The actual distance for two of the cameras is just more than 100 feet short of that. The city isn't commenting on pending litigation, but in response to the Department of Transportation's initial email, they said the cameras aren't going anywhere.
The cameras have done exactly what they were intended to do: produce results and increase safety in Cedar Rapids to the drivers of Cedar Rapids and those driving through Cedar Rapids.
Gary says the city is creating a double standard.
It doesn't think it needs to abide by the separation distance in I-380, but yet it has a zoning ordinance with separation distances required for different land uses.
For drivers who are wondering if they can get out of a ticket now, attorney Alan Richards says there's a small chance. He says before the DOT told the city that the cameras and signs were too close, there was nothing wrong. But after that point, on August 22nd,
I believe that the tickets would not be proper.
Gary says the bigger issue for him is that he thinks that cameras target different kinds of cars differently. He wants to see the cameras taken down completely. That attorney Alan Richards says, though, that the state has already ruled on issues similar to that, and they've obviously allowed the cameras to stay up. Covering the corridor in Cedar Rapids, Kevin Barry, CBS 2 News, 10 at 10.